Once Upon a Time podcast, Season 3, Episode 21, Snowdrifts. In this episode, when Zelena's time portal pulls Emma and Hook into the enchanted forest of the past, their actions have grave consequences for the future. I'm your host, Molly Southgate, and with me is...
Martha Southgate.
And...
Rob Southgate.
From the future.
Oh my gosh, they screw this up royally.
Royal...
I didn't even mean that.
Nice.
I totally did not even mean. That's funny. Okay, that was an unintentional pun. But really, they could not have screwed it up worse. I don't think.
Well, actually, this was Back to the Future. This whole thing was Back to the Future. When he goes back and he makes it so his parents don't meet. Spoiler.
And he goes to the dance.
And he goes to the dance. It was Back to the Future, and they set it up front. And she said, "Marty McFly," and he's like, "What are you talking about? Is he a wizard?" She's like, "No, he's
a boy."
Yep. That was Back to the Future, which was awesome. And there was a Star Wars reference.
Oh, yeah, she said at the ball she went to, she said, "This is Prince Charles, and I'm Princess Leia."
Yeah.
I thought she was going to use Princess Diana.
Yeah,
Why?
I'm so glad she did Princess Leia.
Because I figured she would just do the couple.
As we know, Princess Leia is now a Disney princess.
Yeah.
So it fits. I think that's the closest we're ever going to get to Princess Leia showing up in here.
Mm-hmm.
Which is sad, because it would be awesome.
Uh-huh.
All right. Well, so we got through the whole episode. We still don't know what Snow and David named their baby.
Right.
I'm going with Leopold.
I'm going with Han Solo.
Chewbacca.
Chewbacca! That'd be awesome!
Chewbacca Charming.
Yes.
Chewbacca Charming.
Chewie Charming.
Yep.
That's what everybody's going to call him.
Maybe Lando.
Who's
Lando Charming?
Yeah, Lando Charming.
That is not nearly as good
Chewbacca.
as Chewbacca.
Chewbacca's awesome.
Chewie Charming.
Chewie.
So they were in the they were at Snow's apartment, and Emma says, "Can I just have his name so that we can stop calling him Hey You?"
Right.
About the baby, and then David explains, normally we would have had a coronation ceremony.
Coronary?
Coronary. Oh my
I would
God.
hope not. They have a coronation ceremony normally.
Yes.
In the Enchanted Forest.
Yeah.
And
Now they're going to have a coronary.
Right.
So, yes, to reiterate, David says they would normally do a coronation ceremony
Yeah.
in the Enchanted Forest.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
And Emma replies with,
"You're not going to parade him around the clock tower and hold him up like the Lion King, are you?"
oh, it was so funny.
Good.
So mean.
And yet so
But they said they're going to do it
possible.
at Granny's, basically.
They're going to have a potluck at Granny's.
Going to have hot dish.
Have some. Well, they're in Maine.
Gonna have
They're not
hot
in
dish
Minnesota.
And have
no,
some potluck.
they're in Maine, so it would be lobsters and
Oh, that's
Oh,
And,
that's a potluck.
clams and things.
Oh,
We get it. Seafood. We get it, because it's Maine.
horses.
Horses? They're going to
They're
have
going to
horse
eat
meat?
horse
No,
meat?
get
You
it.
weirdo.
No, get it. I said horses.
Because they have a Maine.
Oh,
Very good, Mal.
all right. So
Yeah.
Henry comes in, and he says that he thinks he found them an apartment.
Yes.
And Emma has no intention of staying.
Nope.
And Henry doesn't know that and has no intention of leaving. And Regina, you want to see it getting real ugly?
Yeah, Regina's not into that idea.
She is not going to let her take Henry.
No, especially after all this.
We will see a very ugly, evil Regina.
Yes.
If Emma thinks she's taken Henry out
there's
of
no
it.
way. I mean, they're setting us up for this, but there is no way.
There is no way. Because
if
she's
she
in
takes
love with Hook.
And story's over.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
She's in love with Hook.
And what?
Well, and then the show's over if she takes Henry.
Oh, yeah, okay. I thought you just said stories. Like, Storybook's not over.
And
but
you know what?
Story's not over.
At the end of the season, they could end on a cliffhanger with her taking him, but I highly, highly doubt it. I think that what's happening here is we're seeing her have the realization that she can't go anywhere.
Why would she want to?
Well,
She's
right now
just
she
running
wants
away.
to. Right.
So, Hook and Regina are having a little date in her house. And
Hook and Regina.
Whatever.
No,
I
wrote... It's Hood.
It is. I wrote Hook.
Hood.
Robin Hood. And
Don't give me a coronary.
she has her heart back. And they talk about how both of their loves died because of their own actions.
Right.
So they were the reason that their two loves of their lives, died.
Right.
So they have that in common.
We got that going for us.
And wouldn't that be comforting if you were the
Yeah.
other person going, oh, you're not going to do it to me, are you?
That's how I feel.
They're going to kill each other off now. One kiss and boom, they both drop dead.
Yep.
Whoa. That's creepy.
Yeah.
Instead of true love's kiss, true love's last kiss. Evil.
Regina admitted that Tinkerbell showed her true love, and she didn't see his face, only the tattoo, and then she pulled up his sleeve.
Now, what if it turns out it's somebody else? What if it's like Smee has the tattoo?
I thought he was going to say that. I thought he was going to go, all the merry men have that tattoo.
Or he goes, I got this like a week ago. There's no way you saw Smee. Mm-hmm. You are in love with Little John. Except
for the fact that we saw
we know
Tinkerbell was showing.
We know it's him.
So we know it's him. But she...
There's that slim chance.
Only real slim shady.
Yeah. The real slim chancey.
So Belle is... How much did you guys like the scene where Belle was freaking out about the dagger?
He's like, don't worry, it's all fine.
Oh, yeah.
It's not that much power.
Yeah.
Well, he kept saying that. Yeah.
We just saw him seal it up in the real one in a magic box. But, so we know that, it's completely fake.
But he's going to give it away. Because he keeps saying, it doesn't, no, it's not even powerful.
It's not, yeah.
No, it's nothing.
It's just a dagger.
And then she tells him that her dad gave them his blessing.
He's like, the one that tried to kill you?
Yeah, the one who didn't want anything to do with you.
Locked you up and took you away from him and did all that. And he said, because you're a changed man.
No, we didn't see Belle's father.
No.
Here. We've seen him before, though, right? Didn't we see when he locked her up?
He was there, yeah.
But we didn't see her tonight.
Not tonight. No.
Okay.
But this is going to end... When we were talking on some of the other episodes that his dealings with Zelena was going to get Belle to turn against him, this is what's going to get Belle to turn against him.
Yeah.
She is going to find out because he is not being stealthy at all about...
And this is a big lie. Why not just take the dagger back? Mm-hmm. Take the dagger back, and then if she says it, just be like, I had to avenge Bay's death. This was my blood pact. She's more likely to forgive that than him giving her a fake dagger. Mm-hmm.
This is not going to end well.
Nope.
And now they've brought the dad into it.
And we didn't mention it in the last episode, but they got engaged in the last episode.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
So here they are. They're engaged. They're talking about this wedding. I mean, do you think we'll get there?
Yes.
The wedding of Rumpel?
No.
The Rumpel.
Rumpelstiltskin?
Yep.
Rumpelstiltskin. Got it.
I think we will, because I think there's going to be turmoil getting there, but I think that in the next season we'll see them get married.
Oh, next season. I thought you meant by the next
by the end of this season? Ooh, I don't think so.
No.
I think it's going to end with some action there where she's mad at him and
Yeah, I think that it's going to go badly for Rumpel very soon because this is a doozy.
Yep.
And so they're in the diner having the potluck. Mm-hmm. Their coronation potluck.
Yeah.
And Henry is reading the baby a fairy tale about how his parents fell in love.
And I was like, really? That story? And she's like, you were armed.
Yeah.
And caught him. And David's... And Snow says, of course, it was a rock. And then David said, I still have the scar. She's like, it healed.
Right.
Yeah, right.
And Catherine's there.
Yes,
we've been
Catherine talking about
all
her.
Season.
And I had just mentioned Pinocchio and Geppetto. Mm-hmm. Who shows up tonight? Geppetto.
And Pinocchio.
Now, we didn't see...
Wooden.
Yeah, we saw a little wooden Pinocchio.
Yeah.
We can never see Big August again.
Why?
Because he
turned into a little boy.
Kid.
Remember he turned into a little boy and then he was playing with Henry?
Yeah, where'd he go?
I don't know.
And wouldn't it be changed back through all of these curses and uncurses and everything else?
No. Not when they went back to Storybrooke. When they went back... No, because they didn't go and change age. So whatever happened, how he turned into the little boy, that's how he is there. And you know what? He might be there. We might see him in the background. We just haven't noticed.
Yeah.
And during this, Hook outs Emma about leaving.
Yes.
And Henry doesn't want to go, of course.
No.
And
Regina
Regina's going,
hears it.
what is going on here? I
Yep.
want to know what's happening. And Emma leaves. She runs.
Which is what Emma does.
So Hook goes after her, because that's what Hook does.
Yep.
Yeah.
And then Henry looks out, and he saw...
The fire.
Fire!
It's like this fire line, like
And he said,
geyser.
Yeah.
and guess
going
what
up.
he said to David?
What?
Grandpa, what is that?
Yeah, that was cute. He's
Right.
calling him Grandpa.
Grampy.
Crampy.
Grampy. Not Grampy.
And they realize it's Zelina's time portal, and Regina, of course, immediately suspects Rumple.
Yep.
And yeah,
Yeah, she's like, and what did you do?
so,
Well, so then they go to the prison
mhm,
where they had her.
and she's gone. of
She's
course.
gone, and they're like,
Uh-huh.
and that's where Regina blames Rump. And he's like, I didn't do anything. They go, well, let's go to the tape. And,
Uh-oh.
yeah.
You saw a little bit of rum, and then he uses his magic to fuzz up the screen.
Well, you
and
didn't
then
see Rump. You saw her, and then he used his magic to mess it up. And David goes, oh, these Betamax.
Mhm.
They're
That was
using
really funny.
Betamax. And then, now, the
Those
thing
are
that...
so 1970s.
So, and he changed it. So we see her do it to herself, right?
Mhm.
Uh-huh.
Here's the thing that we didn't see. Did you notice there were two cameras?
Mhm.
He didn't fix both cameras. So we saw the videotape of the one that was going, let's say, to the right, but the one that was going to the left would clearly show Rumpelstiltskin come in. So if they watch that videotape, that's how he gets busted.
Yeah, he is going to get busted.
Yeah.
We know
He'd
he's
be
gonna
better
get
off
busted.
just blanking him at this point.
Yes.
Yeah.
So Hook finds Emma, and he wants to know why she keeps running, and she says that she just wants home.
I'm a runner. That's what she says.
Yeah, she just wants home.
Yep.
Uh-huh.
And he asks if she cares about anyone in the town, just as she sees the portal.
Yep. Just as that portal comes up.
And she goes running, and he has to chase after her.
Of course. And then when they went in and she's trying to open the door. I almost said they. Hook's like, no, we've got to get away.
Yeah, we need to get out of here. Right.
And then all of a sudden it flings open and she's being sucked into the portal.
Yep.
But he's got his hook in the dirt, so he's helping her up. And then she lets go and she falls in.
Because she couldn't hold any
Yeah.
longer.
Right,
And
right.
guess what?
And it was just like Rump and Bay.
I think leather's probably slippery.
Could be.
She's trying to hold on to all
Well, it's
his
probably
leather.
greasy because he never takes it off.
That's true.
And guess what he said?
I can't even.
Stop saying that. He said, someday I've got to stop following this woman. He took out his hook.
Right. And
So
instead of being like Rumple where he let him go, she slipped and he went in after her.
Yeah, he had to jump
So they
in.
went into Zelina's time portal.
They're back in the Enchanted Forest, but they don't know when.
Right.
Yeah.
And then they see Snow White's wanted poster.
And she's like, I know exactly when.
Yep.
Yep. It's because she was thinking about that story.
And Emma says, this is exactly the sort of thing that doesn't happen in New York.
Right?
So this is why she wants to go, because they don't get sucked into portals. They just go to museums and eat hot dogs.
Right. She also said it's like Back to the Future. She goes, yeah, we need Marty McFly.
Yeah.
Marty McFly reference. Awesome.
You already said that.
I know, but I can't help
It's
it.
worth
It's awesome.
saying again, because
I
it
don't-
was that good.
I don't
Yep.
know what back.
We're going to, that'll be on Geek My Kid.
Someday. Yeah, we'll do it on Geek My Kid. That's another podcast we do.
Okay.
We'll watch Back to the Future.
Do-do-do,
It's awesome. You have no idea.
So
Do
they
you like
see...
my time travel music?
I
No.
do.
No, I don't.
I
I do
do.
not like your hat. Goodbye.
Do-do-do.
Goodbye. So Regina is threatening the townspeople, and Hook reminds her, this isn't Regina, this is the evil queen.
Uh-huh.
This is her at her worst.
Yeah. Oh, she's nasty, evil queen here.
And then
this is when she
Emma-
has the leather pants.
Emma says she's even worse without her sensible pantsuits.
Oh, yeah.
Right.
And so who do we see in the crowd that of townsfolk?
Geppetto and Pinocchio.
Yeah, Pinocchio's a little wooden boy, isn't he?
Mhm. And he's crying.
Yep.
And they're about
Big
to
wooden tears.
kill a young woman who helped Snow.
If he's wooden, would the tears be sap?
Yeah.
See? It was worth pausing for.
I
So now that we're
I
done
have
talking
no
about that
words.
little sap, Let's go on.
Oh, yeah.
Emma can't interfere, even though this young woman's about to get killed for
Right.
helping Snow.
Right.
Emma can't interfere, or they'll change the past.
Yeah.
Emma's like a bull in a china shop in
Of course.
Enchanted Forest. She
She almost gets
obliterated
in the way of
the
that.
timeline.
Yep.
So they had to, first of all, Hook has to steal her clothes because she's wearing modern
And
clothes.
she's wearing
from
that leather
Storybrooke.
jacket.
So he's got to steal her Enchanted Foresty kind of clothes.
Right.
And she's not happy with the corset.
Yeah.
He is.
Oh my gosh, she's got, the boobs.
Right.
But
He's like, you look good in that.
But she can't even breathe.
Right.
Yeah.
And she keeps walking around hiking it up, like trying to adjust.
She's walking around odd.
Yes.
Awkward pause.
Yep.
So David and Catherine are traveling by in their carriage,
Right.
in the royal carriage.
Well, we've seen this exact scene before because we've seen this one where Snow robbed from them and then he chased after her.
And she's wearing...
But
She's wearing the
Catherine.
lampshade.
no, the lampshade dress.
Yeah.
Yep.
The lampshade dress.
From season
Yeah.
1, was that?
I think that was all season 1. Yep.
And
Evil lampshade.
Right.
yeah, so she's so crabby. She's like a curmudgeon.
Yeah.
I would not want him
She
to
was
be with her.
very unhappy.
Who even is
Because remember,
curmudgeon?
it wasn't until she was in Storybrooke when she met her actual prince that she actually like lightened up and was
The janitor. Oh no, he
yeah,
was the
because
coach.
before that she was crabby.
Yeah.
She wasn't that crabby. She was
Yeah.
nicer in Storybrooke.
She was
She
nicer,
was
in
much nicer in Storybrooke.
but she still wasn't happy.
No.
So here we see her at full crab, and Snow does.
Did you
They
have a
watch.
few crabs?
Emma and Hook watch it all play out. She chops the tree to block the way of the thing,
And
just like
Snow
we saw
does.
before. Yeah, we see Snow hiding up in the tree, and Emma's watching like, oh my gosh, this is when they meet. Like, how cool! And she sees Charming go by,
And what does Emma do?
She snaps a twig.
which distracts Snow,
And Snow falls out of the tree.
and none of it that's supposed to happen happens.
And so now why didn't
now they gotta
Emma...
go back in time.
Why didn't Emma just disappear in a poof at that point? Because she changed the future. She wouldn't exist.
Because it wasn't set yet.
Okay.
Do you remember in Back to the Future they start to disappear slowly?
Oh.
Remember when he's up on stage and he's playing guitar and he looks up and his hand is starting to disappear?
And so that's the only way that this ever works. Is
What?
like only Back to the Future.
Okay. Have I not explained? I didn't put Back to the Future in there, but let me explain how things work. Everything is Batman, Star Wars, Indiana Jones, and now if it's time travel, Doctor Who / Back to the Future explains everything.
Mm.
It's the hero's journey through my eyes. That's what it is.
All right.
Okay.
Well, her parents are never going to meet
Possibly Jurassic Park too,
at this point.
Why?
and Ninja Turtles.
What?
So Snow goes to give Blackbeard money to get her out of there. She wants
Out.
a safe passage out of the Enchanted
Yes,
Forest.
and she's talking to Blackbeard, who we never would have known if it wasn't for that last
Yeah.
episode where we met him.
Not the last episode, but a
Okay,
few episodes.
we don't need to be
ago.
specific, but the episode where we met him recently.
Dad, we're literal girls.
Oh, I
She
know.
doesn't have enough money, though, so luckily he can't take her yet because Emma has got to fix this.
Yes.
Except Emma doesn't. She just makes it a whole lot worse. So so Emma and Hook decide to go find Rumpelstiltskin
Yeah.
because he's the only one
Now,
they have a chance of.
he is full on the dark one.
Oh, he's fantastic.
So this is going to be very tricky. I didn't know how this was going to go.
Well, first thing is he tries to kill Hook in the
Yeah.
first 5 seconds.
Well, yeah, because what was the last thing that we saw with them when they were?
Mila.
Yeah, it was
Killed.
Mila. So he wants to kill Hook. Hook wants to kill him.
Misa Mila.
Although Hook is like, oh, we've buried the hatchet. It's all fine.
Yeah, Rumpel says, but we didn't bury it in your skull.
Right.
And Emma tells Rumpel that she knows about the curse and everything.
She knows about
So
Bay.
he stops killing Hook because she says, I can reunite
Right.
you with your
And he's
son.
like, I haven't done this yet. I've just been thinking about it. She's like, she lays it out there.
Yes.
And
then-
he's a smart guy. He gets intrigued. It's like, you are. And they go, we are from the future.
And she says, or he says, you've changed things. What have you done? Like, what exactly
Yeah.
have you changed? And she said, well, we've interrupted my parents' meeting.
My parents didn't really
and
meet,
so
we got to fix
technically
that.
the Savior's not going to exist in order
Right.
to break your curse.
Which means you don't meet Bay.
And then he points over at Hook and he says, why haven't I killed him yet? and he says, well, it's not for the lack of trying.
We all wonder about that.
But Hook says, it's not for the lack of trying. So at that point, Belle enters.
Yep.
And he tells her...
Well, he rings a bell, and she enters.
Ring
Yeah.
my bell.
Okay.
Ring my bell.
Ring my bell.
Ring my bell. You
So,
can ring my bell.
okay. So he tells her, he says, why don't you go... Well, actually, first Emma recognizes her and says, Belle! And she says, do I know you? And she says, no. Rumpel told me about you. And he says, no, I didn't. But so she's really screwing everything up.
Yeah, she is not good at this whole timey-wimey thing.
She should not be a professional poker player.
No.
So he tells Belle, why don't you go read a book or do whatever
Whatever it is you do.
And
well, he's not exactly lovey rump yet.
no, and then Belle says, well, you could ask me nicely. And he goes, or I could turn you into a toad.
Yes.
Oh, he's just...
Terrible.
He's so
I love
nasty.
him, though. I love him.
No.
So there's a ball that night at King Midas's castle, and they have to get Snow White there. And so Rump creates one of those location spells so they see Snow White with Blackbeard.
Right.
And Hook says, oh, this is my area.
Right.
I can jump in and offer her safe passage to somewhere and get her to go get the ring and do whatever we need. So Hook is going to save the day on this one.
Right. He's got a good plan. And Emma then has to distract.
And Emma is not a good one
Hook
to have in your team,
right?
When it comes to things.
But
this.
she's got to distract Hook from that time period.
Yeah, because they're both together, and he says, "Oh, he'll just say it's the drink. You don't have to worry. He'll blame the whiskey,
right?
Or what a gin or whatever it was.
I'll blame the
He
rum.
drinks rum. He's been drinking
Whatever.
rum for 3 seasons.
Yeah, rum. And
he's got. You know what? He's gonna not remember because he drank Zima.
Zima.
He had a Mike's Hard Lemonade.
Mike's Hard Lemonade.
A Hook's Hard Lemonade.
Oh, yeah.
So Hook is jealous of himself.
Yes, he's jealous of
a lot.
That is so funny. Well, because Emma's going to be flirting with that Hook, and the current Hook is like, wait a minute.
No. Boobs are hanging out, and you're spending time with me. And the bad version of me.
Yeah.
The naughty version of me.
Naughty Hook.
This is not going to go well for our regular Hook.
Nope.
And Smee is on the boat with our Hook, with modern Hook.
Right.
And Hook says, go over and get that woman and get her on the boat. I have to talk to her. Right. So he's talking to Snow White.
Yeah, as Snow goes running by, that's who he grabs.
Mm-hmm. So he's talking to Snow White, and then Hook, Enchanted Forest Hook, comes on board with Emma, and Smee says, what are you doing?
Yeah, why does your vest keep changing? Something's wrong here.
So he's trying to alert him that something's wrong, but Hook is just blinded by Emma and drink. And
rum.
Yeah. So
drink?
Yeah, because he was drinking.
Rum.
Yeah, and Zima.
So Hook gets so jealous when they start kissing.
Maybe he was doing, we'll call them cannonballs, where you drop the rum into a Zima.
That sounds awful.
It's a cannonball.
All right, so what?
Get that.
So Hook got so jealous when Emma was kissing himself.
Yeah.
What did he do to him?
He knocked him out.
Just totally knocked him out. Oh, it was so funny.
Yeah.
And he said, "Don't worry, he'll blame the rum. It's okay. He doesn't. This won't change the future."
He said it funnier. He said whenever he was saying blame the rum, he was saying I'll blame.
Yeah,
the
I'll
rum.
just blame the rum because he knows that's still him.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
And so Rumpel gives Emma and Hook an invitation to the ball. He becomes the fairy godmother.
Yes.
He dresses them, and Hook looked so good. He finally changed his clothes.
Finally.
And
Emma had that red dress on. She looked like the red Cyber Queen, didn't she?
Like the Red Queen.
Yeah. No, the Cyber Queen from Doctor Who.
Not that much.
Or the Red Queen from Wonderland.
Red Queen from Wonderland. She just needed the brown hair and she would look like
Brown hair?
Red Queen.
Sure, the Red Queen had... Oh, no, she had
Not in
blonde hair.
Wonderland.
Yeah, in the Cyber Queen.
Oh, so you're confusing me.
Oh, I'm so confused.
So during this scene, Rumpelstiltskin looks at Emma and he says, I'm surprised the timeline hasn't imploded from everything that you're doing
With
to it.
Emma, jeez.
Oh my gosh, she's a disaster.
Yeah.
And Hook and Emma dance at the ball. And
To
he
get
teaches her how to
jiggy with
waltz. And
Yeah.
Snow is looting the castle.
Mhm.
And David...
Have fun looting the castle, Snow.
David catches her. Well, she goes Batman up there.
She did.
she
Everything is
repel-
Batman. Did I not say this
she-
before?
You said.
She's repel. You repel
Repel is down.
down. What's up?
Ascend.
Yeah,
She ascends the wall.
sort of. I don't
She
know if
climbs
you're right.
the wall.
She's
Well, ascending is going up. But
But
she climbs
she's
the
on a
wall
rope
on the rope.
with the ropey thing,
Yep.
like Batman.
Like
She looks
66
Batman.
Actually, this looked better than 66 Batman.
Yes.
Because 66 Batman, they just shot the camera sideways. She's actually climbing up, or whoever
Yes.
the stunt person is climbing up.
And so she finds the ring, and David catches her.
Yes.
And
Now it's Lord of the Rings. I must add, everything is also Lord of the Rings.
Oh.
and by the way, Regina and her soldiers are downstairs.
Oh, yeah.
Yep.
So this is very bad.
Regina, who wants
Emma
to
has
kill
really screwed.
Snow.
None of this would be happening if Emma
Emma!
hadn't moved.
Right.
Emma, why?
Why, Emma? So David catches her, and he vows that he will hunt her down.
Right.
Yeah, but
And-
that's good.
Yes. And Catherine comes in to find out what's taking David so long with her shoes, and sees Snow White going out the window and announces that she's
It's
there,
Snow White!
and gets
She said it
everybody
like that.
going
Yeah.
to
Kill her.
And Emma gets captured by Regina for helping Snow White, and we know she already said, I will kill anyone who helps.
Right.
Yeah.
So Hook's got to save her. I don't know what he's going to do.
He's got to. Because that's what Hook does.
This is very bad. Hook and
This is
Rumple.
very
well,
bad.
Rumple has to too, because he has a vested interest in her.
Right. Well, that's
making
probably
this
what's going to happen is Hook's going to have to go to Rumple, who's not going to want to work with him, but he has to. And he's got to help him figure it out, even though Rump said, the problem is your own. You have to
Right.
solve that while I solve this.
No, it isn't.
Not
no.
anymore. Because Rump wants to get to Bay. He's
Yeah.
going to have to at least do some intervention here.
Absolutely.
This is a big mess.
This is a big hairy
And you
mess.
know what? You know what's great about it?
What?
Is it's got to be resolved in the next one.
Yep.
To a degree.
I mean, they can have a cliffhanger.
But I can't imagine. You can't leave them sitting here over the summer. There's got to be a cliffhanger that's different. This has to be like a contained story, which means I think we're going to get all the resolution to it in the next episode. But
Well, Rumple said he can recreate the portal.
right, but I think that we may see some of the repercussions of what Emma's done. That'll be the cliffhanger. Like, wait a minute, why is this happening?
The book is going to change.
Oh,
Yes, thanks,
Because
Emma.
no longer can it be that she jumped
that
on-
was so Back to the Future too. When she looked at the book and the pages were blank.
Yeah, that was awesome.
Except for one.
What?
Well, the
Except
early
for one
ones were.
page.
The earlier ones were until
But
it got
anything
to
that had to do with Snow White and
yeah.
David.
From that point when Snow was supposed to meet David was all blank.
Ah.
The other thing is Emma was upset. We didn't talk about this, but one of the reasons she was upset is when she was looking at the book in the beginning, she said, "This isn't my story. I'm not in here." I think that's how this is going to end. When she gets back to Storybrooke, there's going to be a story, and she's going to be in the book. That's what I think is going to happen, which is awesome.
Yeah, it is.
Mm-hmm.
All right, we got to get to the last
Yes.
episode.
Yes, we do.
One more episode to season 3, and then later this week, couple of days from now, season 4. Frozen.
You should have said it more Frozen-like, because you said it like a gorilla.
I was saying it like a Yeti.
I don't get it.
I wonder if a Yeti will be in this. Please let there be a Yeti or Batman in his snow outfit. All of the above. Let it all happen.
Okay.
All right. Let's end it right here. Thank you for listening, everybody. You can find past episodes of this and all of our other podcasts at our website, which is...
www.southgatemediagroup.com.
Yes, you can also find all of our social media links there. I had said that we would have a Twitter account by this episode. We do not. We will have one by the next episode, 100% for sure. So we'll announce our Twitter account there. But you will, even if you're listening to this and you go, but what is it? Go to our website. It'll be up. As soon as we get that other one, as soon as we get the other episode recorded, it will be live on our website. So you can follow us there. That's it. Follow us on iTunes. Find us on TuneIn Radio. Find us on Stitcher. Please rate us and review us. Yes, Pinterest, Tumblr. We're on all of it. But please rate us and review us. It helps other people find us. That's it. I'm so excited to get to the next one. Let's end this the way every great fairy tale ends.
Happily ever after.
The end.